everyone, Sarah here, and things are starting to get back to normal in my house, slowly but surely. So I have decided I am going to try and participate in the 2 readathons coming up this coming week. We have the Biannual Bibliothon, which is ridiculously difficult to say, and Booktubeathon. There's also the 24 and 48 hour readathon, but I think I'm not going to be participating in that because there's no way that I'm going to be able to read that much this weekend. So this will be my TBRs for the 2 week-long readathons. You guys are all probably sick to death of hearing what the challenges are and stuff by now, because if you're like me, you've been watching everyone's TBRs for them, but you're just gonna have to bear with me. I guess I'll do the Biannual Bibliothon first because that starts the 23rd, which is Sunday. I love putting together TBRs. It is more fun than actually reading for these, so I had so much fun doing this. So the group read for the Biannual Bibliothon is Flame in the Mist by Readathon, which I have already read. So I have thoughts and things that I can talk about, but I don't have to read it this week. There are 6 challenges for this one. You're picking a host's favorite genre, and I chose a diverse book. I forget whose genre that was. A banned book, a throwback challenge, which I chose just an adult book, a book to movie adaptation, a book seen somewhere other than BookTube, and a LGBTQIA+ book. For diverse book and banned book, I will be reading Persepolis by Marjorie Satrapi, because this was banned for some reason, and it is also diverse. She is from Iran, I believe. And I grabbed this from the library just for this purpose, and it's helpful because it's a graphic novel. So it goes a lot quicker than a regular book. For the book to movie adaptation and the reading an adult book, I chose Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I don't know if the movie is actually out yet, but I never actually watched the movie when they have these anyway, so I figured I would just cheat a little and do this because I really, really want to read this book really, really badly. So I'm reading it anyway, even if it's not like perfect and it's like a little cheaty. A book seen somewhere other than BookTube, I have The Tomorrow Code by Brian Faulkner. I saw this on like Book Outlet or something like that and thought it looked good, and so this one definitely fits that challenge, plus it's one that I want to get read this summer. The LGBTQIA+ book, I'm going to read The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. I keep putting this book off for some reason. I think because it's so like hyped and people just love it so much, and I'm absolutely petrified to read it, but this is gonna have to happen. Now for Booktubeathon, which starts the 24th, which is Monday. Now I'm taking this to mean that I'm just gonna be reading these books from the 23rd until the 30th, and that's all there is to it because I can't be worried about one day here or there. So I've got a long time to read all of this. It's gonna happen. Basically for Booktubeathon, I could do all but one of the challenges with one book, which is just awesome, but I did throw a couple of extra books in there just because. Those challenges are, in case you don't remember, a book with a person on the cover, a hyped book, finish a book in one day, read about a character that is very different from you, read a book only outdoors, which gets a lot of hate, and I kind of understand because it is about a bazillion degrees here and you could practically die from sitting outside for as long as it would take to read a book. So I kind of understand, and yet it was a unique challenge if you live in Canada. And read a book you bought because of the cover, and there's of course the read 7 books, which I have done in prior Booktubeathons, but we'll see what happens. That I can't really totally control. So basically, all but the book cover one, I could use Persepolis because there's a person on the cover. It's ridiculously hyped. I could probably finish it in a day. I could read it outside. It is about a character that is very different than me because she's Iranian, and that is a culture that I don't know like anything about. But for the interest of like putting another book on my TBR, for a hyped book, I decided I would try and pick up Gemina because I have not read it yet. This is the second book in the Illuminate Chronicles, and it is told in a very unique format. So I don't know, we'll see, but you know, I kind of need to put something else on there. And a book that I bought because of the cover, I'm going to use this long way to a small angry planet, because I didn't buy the contents of the book just because of this cover, but I did go to Book Depository and purchase the UK cover because I liked it better than the US cover. So yeah, I kind of did buy it because of its cover, I guess, in like a roundabout way. I wanted this cover. So you will notice that there are not 7 books in this pile. Yes, there are only 5 here. If I happen to get through these 5, because I, like the rest of the world, do have to work at some point and might, you know, and take care of a family and everything. I have a couple of options. I mean, I could grab these 2 little, they're Shakespeare plays told in text messages that I bought for my daughter because she likes these books. I could read these 2 very quickly to make 7 books, or I can just say, wow, I finished 5 books, and then just start reading something else and go with that. So we'll see what I feel like and how far I get. And I really hope that everyone has a wonderful readathon next week, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.